Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Granblue Fantasy versus Community League. I am joined today with Ebonic Plague, the legend as always, and we are about to get started underway into the final qualifier here. Not just only for the NA East, but the entire Granblue League itself. It has been an excellent journey so far. Ebonic, how are you feeling about everything leading up to this moment today?
Yeah, well, I'm excited. It's like you said, this is it. It's all on the line right here. You got to get your qualifying done right now if you're NA East, because everything else is done. There's no more qualifiers after this. We're going straight into the final bracket, and like this is most exciting because when there's no other chances, this is when you see everybody pull out everything, right? So I think that's what we're seeing today.
Absolutely, and we want to remind everybody at home that it is now too late to get your exclusive in-game skin, because the only ones that are here, the players you're about to see, this is it. This is the final pull of it. So, I mean, we try to tell you, we try to give you as much warning, we try to give you as much of the advance notice as humanly possible. But please do not come to myself or Ebonic Plague after this asking for a skin, because it's too late. But we do want to say that everybody that entered and signed up through all of the previous qualifiers, including the one today, did get an exclusive skin for whichever character they chose, and you might see them rocking it later today in the tournament. Who knows? We shall see. But yeah, we want to thank everybody though that did participate so far, because now this is it. This is the fun. Look at the brackets here. We've had quite some incredible performance. Prado versus Apple in the winners there. Apple taking the match over Prado, getting into the top 4. We saw Bisu, I believe, last time. Is that right?
Yeah, Bisu did not make top 4 in the previous event, but I do believe Bisu was there. Apple, however, did make top 4 previously, so you know this is kind of a run back. Actually, Apple is the only repeat person from the previous top 4 of NA East, if I remember correctly, because that was the one that you missed.
Yes.
So.
That was right when I was going off to Singapore to do the rest of the Granblue stuff. So that's the only
sure
that I missed. And I just want to say, you know, looking at the bracket, I see, you know, down in the losers, Prado taking out Alex Smith. Shout outs to Alex Smith. Got to chat with him and see him for a bit at NEC, and did listen to the album. Amazing work, good stuff. Alex, a phenomenal musician, excellent band. Great work all around, and great mastering too. I just had to give that little promo.
I feel it. You always gotta do it for the homies, right?
That's right. Yeah, Prado will be going up against Cornstar. Cornstar. Wait, is that no? I thought that was about to be Bilal Mirror, but we're gonna see.
No. Each Belial is one is in winners, one is in losers right now. So Prado versus Cornstar is gonna be Cagliostro versus Belial, and Apple versus Bisu is gonna be Zoe versus Belial. So, you know, it's really funny, too, because this is not even the Belial era anymore, right? The character has been nerfed. Like, this isn't even he's not even, like, the old Mega Terror that he was before. And, yet, here in the NA East, he's still running amok.
they don't read patch notes in NA East?
Nah.
Play from the heart. I respect that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, we're going to get, you know, just to kind of point out, too, I think you wrote a note of this. With Prado being a Cagliostro player, they might be amongst another player that joins Wavy, who she also qualified, pardon my English, with Cagliostro. So we might get a chance to see two Cags in the East qualifiers making it out. Man. That would be kind of crazy. I know. But, you know, looking at the bracket, the results for Belial making it are very high.
Yeah. The chances for Belial. But you know what's the crazy part about that is that would be the only Belial to qualify in the North America, in all of North America. There is no Belial qualified in all of North. Actually, hold on. As of current, there's no Belial qualified. Period. I just realized that. I had to double check that.
This is the one that we got 50% chance of it happening. I don't know. You know, if Bisu and Cornstar are ready, but they have a chance to represent for Belial's all across the world. The ones that didn't get to make it in are going to be rooting for L.
That's wild to me. Yeah. So I mean, and also this would be so if if we have another CAG qualify today, that would be 3 Cagliostros on North America's side.
Oh my God.
And it would be 5 in total throughout all 3 regions.
Jeez, that's yeah, Zombie would be the other one, right?
Yep, Zombie, Wavy, and Sibo. Zombie, Wavy, Sibo, and TK Dom. Excuse me.
Oh my God. And yeah, ZJZ and also use Cagliostro as well.
Oh, I guess. Well, ZJZ is a fairy player, right? So
Yes,
like,
yeah.
so that
Yeah.
do we count that as a 6th one, or is that just like a secondary?
You know, yeah, because the CAG didn't work in the grand finals, and so lost the very first game from the loser side, and then switched to fairy, and then just went 5 straight matches. So probably safe to say it's more of a fairy main, but
Yeah.
CAG is in the pocket for sure.
Okay.
So
all
now,
right.
so again, going back, I think we're going to be starting off with Apple versus Bisu. I don't know how this is going to go. You said Apple has made it. This would be her 2nd time getting into the top 4 for the NA East region. Maybe she's got enough or got what it takes to take it this time around. Got to have a little bit of extra fire in there. Don't want to get this far not to do it. But Bisu's gonna try to represent and get that Belial going on in there.
Yeah, so Apple is one of the few Zoe players at a high level left, right? Like just period. And that's not. I'm not gonna say Zoe is like a bad character, but she's definitely having trouble versus some of the stronger ones, right? If you have probably seen Apple play in other events. Apple has gone by guard user previously in other events as well. So guard user is a hilarious name for this game, by the way.
No shame.
So Apple and Bisu, these are two of the players that we know for sure belong at upper echelons of a lot of different brackets, right? And this is one thing that you're going to see in the Bisu game plan versus Apple in particular, is that you want to hit the dragon with that fireball. That is a super Shoto fireball, as we like to call it. We call Belial just a super Shoto. Just beefed up, right? And so he has one of the stronger fireballs in the game, if not the best fireball in the game, right? The speed is ridiculous. It changes into different modes, and so it's really good at stopping the dragon. And the dragon can be one of the best approach tools for Apple. Along with that play.
Nice.
Oh, wake up! Skymount Art connects.
Ran right into it.
Okay, and there's that dragon right there using the double laser, and that's the set play possibilities. Also with the thunder. I know it's lightning, but it's actually called thunder. Please don't make fun of me.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think with Zoe, we didn't see much Zoe in the throughout the league too. So Apple would be the first qualifier of Zoe.
Yeah, that's why Apple is one of the few Zoes left in all of America, and this also includes offline. We're not even just talking about online, right? So
right.
I do like the patient movement here from Bisu to try and walk Apple into the corner. Bisu was on the back foot, but it doesn't matter. Apple with the whip punish. Using the rush, strike invulnerable. The overdrive to try and get out. Bisu, you can tell, is feeling very pressured right now. Ooh, command grab, EX Visago. Trying to hit the frame trap right there, got it.
Nice. Keeping it simple there.
Yeah, a lot of the pressure a moment ago was a lot of strike, right? Not so much throw. So the strike throw game in Apple's mind was most likely all on the throw game, or all on the strike game. Didn't think about the throw. Finally got caught slipping. But yeah, another great whip punish. Ooh, tried the fuzzy. I like it. And you're right, good blocks, because that was the first time that was shown, and Bisu was ready for it. And there's that fireball changing, right? It changes modes in the middle of it, and so you can become plus, you can change it so that it combos better. Try double universal overhead. Was really trying to catch a throw bait against Apple. Yeah, I mean that is universally one of the strongest starters, so everybody's got access to it.
Nope. Overdrive to protect yourself there.
plus frames here for Apple. And I mean, that could be a rock, paper, scissors situation, right? Bisu could go for Dragon Punch. Oh, but the crouching lights to be able to confirm fully. And that was just one game. That went the distance.
Yeah.
That's the fastest rematch I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's good. You know, you're ready. You're fired up. You've been waiting. You know, you've been staring at the bracket.
Oh yeah, and so that's one of the hardest parts about fighting Belial at mid-range is that sweep right there, right? That sweep is one of the furthest reaching in the game, and it will almost always go into the knockdown tool that he has, right? He has Modius. So if you're in the corner too, it gets especially bad, but you want to talk about especially bad. You got counter hit by the universal overhead. It's gonna get a hard knockdown. Lost a good chunk of life for this, but fights the way out.
Wow, found the gap.
Yeah,
Great anti-air. Oh,
guy down. Full animation and everything, yeah.
that was great patience. Apple had no reason to press forward at that point. Bisu had to come to earth.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, on top of that, you notice that Bisu was jumping a lot previously, right? There was a lot of jump mediums being caught, or I mean, being shown. So Apple, she just kind of adapted to like, okay, well, you're jumping, and I'm not a Goomba, so I'm going to answer. Oh, the Dragon Punch, yeah, gets the full punish. And gets the proper one, too, where you hit Belial in the air so you get the extra extension. There's the fuzzy again! Yeah, we see it actually work this time, and Apple is going to take it 2-0 over Bisu. And that second game was nowhere near as difficult for Apple as the first.
That was actually sick. the fuzzy, yeah, so that's what she was going for that first time. And Bisu maybe got a lucky block, maybe saw it, I don't know. But it looked like Bisu was a little bit more frantic there at the end, you know, kind of clinging on, hoping that that he didn't get sent to losers. But Apple was ready, and yeah, that fuzzy was actually ridiculous.
Yeah, the thing I gotta call out on the fuzzy though is, okay, so like, yeah, we're just gonna assume Bisu was looking for the first one and blocked it accordingly, right? So Apple did the exact same setup that leads into the fuzzy. So Bisu must have been, well, I blocked this last time, and you're showing me the fuzzy, so this must be a trick. So I'm blocking low, and then it was not a trick at all. So, you know, it could have been the you think that I think that you think, you know, sort of see a deal, but there's no way for me to know without asking, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got to get inside of Apple's mind and Bisu's mind on that one. Did you know it was going to hit Bisu? Were you ready for that block? If Bisu listened to Apple's alternative name, would that have helped at all? We don't know. So, that being guard button.
Guard user.
My joke. Guard user.
Young guard,
my joke
young
didn't
guard
hit.
user.
And I gotta work on my jokes. You said it's in the confidence. I tried to deliver that with a little bit more, but you know I didn't have the confidence levels there. It's all right. Well, no, I still got time. We got a couple more weeks to.
I'm sorry. I was trying to double check the bracket. That's on me. That one's on me. Actually.
Gotcha. Okay. No worries. So with that said, you know, going to the brackets, we are going to now be going into Prado versus Cornstar, where Bisu will be sitting patiently in the losers finals. And we might, you know, depending on what happens here, we might see a Belial mirror match in losers finals, but that is possible entirely up to Prado if Prado wants to bring out the big guns with Cagliostro and do some work. Do some work with that as go ahead.
This is like basically America's character for quite some time after she came out, right? Cagliostro was the character that everybody had to figure out how to fight because our best player was a Cag main, and then a number of people also picked up the character after she came out and started, you know, kind of emulating and then even succeeding and surpassing in certain avenues, right? And so because of that, the character has run amok and has been a terror. I mean, obviously we've already seen that Cag has qualified 3 of the spots already that we talked about, or something like that. So it's, you know, I'm not gonna say she's the best character in the game anymore because that would be a false statement. But she's obviously very strong and a character that you need to know how to fight.
Definitely is safe to say she's the most qualified character in the game.
She's very qualified. Yes.
Qualified character. I like it. So
yeah, see, there was confidence in that one. It was topical.
There was a lot. I was so ready for that. Yeah, you're right. Dang, gotta work on the swagger and the delivery. Man, I'm taking notes. But yeah, we're gonna see Prado, Cagliostro. Most likely, you know, obviously we should put an asterisk. Characters are subject to change depending if the players want to pull out something else that maybe not have expected versus Cornstar, Belial, and Yeah, as soon as they're ready to roll, we're going to get into this losers semis here. Yeah, this is a lot on the line here. This is the final wave. Losers semis. So close to getting that gold and qualifying into the regional finals here. It's up for anybody's game right now.
Yeah, regional finals is definitely where you want to be, because then you get more of a chance to then study, right? Who's qualified with you, and you can also really get to work on that, because that is at a later date. But okay, so we're seeing what we expected. And you are right about the asterisks, though. Like, that could absolutely happen. There could be a character change at any point from any of the players. I think Bisu is the least likely out of everybody, personally. But that's because I've been watching Bisu for a hot minute, and I want him to pick Belial at all times. But yeah, so this matchup, before the change to how Cagliostro's webs worked on the ground, the fireballs used to interact with the webs on the ground, right? But now they go straight to Cagliostro. So what used to be a buff for Cag, in this matchup in particular, could end up being detrimental, because the fireball goes directly over and attack hurts.
Yeah. We'll see what. That's pretty good. And I definitely am aware that Cagliostro can hit like a truck.
It's possible, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in the Granblue zone too, pretty much everybody hits you like a truck. Oh, EX Visago, yeah, the command grab. Okay, so that's the first showing of the command grab. So this might start to make Prado, try to press to get away from this throw game.
We got damage.
Ooh, fell for it.
Oh, that's so sneaky.
Yeah. And that could be the hard part, is trying to figure out what to do versus corner pressure, right? There's two very specific moments of the match that tell you how well someone knows how to fight Cagliostro. That was one of them, actually, right there.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, just a bit too far away, though.
70% gone.
Okay, setting up Dwayne Johnson, level 3. Oh yeah, okay, give Daddy some sugar, the counter, to be able to hit. Okay. And now Cagliostro doesn't have the wake up option that is truly invincible outside of system mechanics, right? So you can kind of just meaty her. But yeah, there's that counter again, trying to fake the Visago by just walking up because it has the same animation. Nice spot dodge to keep the pressure going, but yeah, there's that chip damage. You do have a chip guts in this game in regards to you won't be chipped out the first time you hit 1 HP, but after that you're fair game. And Cagliostro is great at setting that up. Yeah, great counter. Good call out on the counter itself, and then using the plus frames to frame trap Cornstar here.
They get a lot of success with the EX grab.
Yeah.
And the grabs just in general.
It might be time to pretend to be a grappler for the rest of the set. I'm not sure.
Yep. Hey,
oh, that was an accident. Oh no. There was no way that was terrible.
Oh no. Gets a hit, no follow-up.
Not a lot of life to work with, but okay, Give Daddy Some Sugar is gonna work, and uses the crossover to be able to roll through, and wow, double back shift using all of the meter. I think Chip Guts is gone. I don't know if you can block anything anymore.
I like one more on Chip. Oh, don't do the express. Please don't.
Oh, but the wake up crouch light is gonna be able to catch. Yeah, I mean it was same timing. Cornstar attempted to use one of those setups where you whip something to make it look like you could press a button.
Yeah.
But evidently it was just enough time that Prado actually could press a button. Oh, big damage.
Oh, okay. A lot.
The throws are getting taxed. Oh, see, nice. This is what Cornstar was setting up for in the previous games with all these throws, is to make the universal overhead an option that was very scary to deal with, and staying alive now. It's got something on the board. This is good for morale.
And like you mentioned that, Prado as a Cagliostro player is going to have trouble on that wake up. So Cornstar's kind of exposing it right now.
Ooh, yeah. Using that Dragon Punch on the way back down. Okay.
Ooh,
but this time is looking for it. Yeah. Prado adapting. Staying away from Dwayne Johnson. Doesn't want to deal with that that chip damage.
Nice, I like that. I got it. I got the reference.
Over, that's too far away. That's a punish. Oh, but wait,
No,
did
doesn't
he
get
have
it.
Ouroboros? Might not have had it.
Nice, knocks it out. Knocks that out. Yep.
Yeah, have to deal with the web. Otherwise, oh, but got caught with your own medicine. Goes straight into the Skybound Art. Big damage. Not gonna kill though. But this is a check situation. Oh, 5H to be able to catch.
You called it. Dang. I mean, Cornstar was looking solid on that second time around.
Use one of your pretty
It's
wings.
a little bit too little, too late, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Prado.
I mean that. Yeah, that's a hard situation to be in for sure. I mean, you know, you've got to make all the adaptations, and the onus is on you. So, I mean, yeah, too little, too late. You're right.
Yeah, but congratulations nonetheless. Prado will be advancing into the losers finals against Bisu. We're going to see Prado have to run that matchup back again against another Belial, right? I don't know, looks super solid. Unfortunately, Cornstar will be out of the tournament. Thank you so much for your participation. Enjoy your exclusive in-game skin along with everybody else that qualified. And for those of you that didn't get your skin, sorry to say. What we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to take a break before we get back into the losers finals. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be we'll be bite rack with the final NA East qualifier. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. I messed it. I was supposed to do the welcome rack, right? I'm sorry.
Welcome rack.
Yeah, welcome rack. Yeah, everybody. We're about to get underway into the losers finals. Thank you for sticking around during that break. Both players are getting ready. We are going to see Prado versus Bisu. Losers finals. Cagliostro versus Blau. Prado already had some good experience. They just finished, the match against Cornstar. Looked good for Corn in that second wave, but it was just, Prado was just doing way too much. Will Bisu have success in blocking some of these crazy mix-ups, these crazy fuzzies? We're about to find out. What are your, in your unbiased opinion, what does Bisu need to be aware of?
Yeah. So this is something I talk about pretty much for universally, right? This isn't just a Bisu versus Cagliostro sort of thing. There are two moments in the match that kind of dictate whether or not you know how to fight this character, and one of those being when Cagliostro sets up two webs far away from herself on the EX, right? She's EX web, and then there's two directly up here. She's behind them. What you do in this space when she's far away and those webs are there dictates if you know how to fight the character, right? If you see the person just try to run and hit those webs, they're going to get immediately spiked. The move is called Calculated. It's hilarious. And they're going to hit the web, and that's going to be a full combo, side switch, you're in the corner now, right? So how you approach that by like bulldogging, just walking forward, blocking, can be pretty important. Or just being able to get away from the spear while also taking care of the webs if you can manage that, which while it does technically have a way, can be pretty important, right? And then that will limit a Cagliostro player's options a little bit more. I'm not going to say it takes away all of what she can do, but it's, you want to make it so that she's not nearly as comfortable as possible in that range, right? So that's kind of like a universal thing. Is figuring out how your character deals with that particular situation, right? The other one is a similar situation, but in the corner, when she has webs on the ground or even on top of you, I guess, while she's, frame trapping you with standing lights and just continuously over and over doing that. What is your decision? Now, interestingly enough, Belial does have Give Daddy Some Sugar, which is a unique action, and it's his, I will always say the full name. I will always say the actual name of the move every time. Which is his unique action, which is it's a counter, right? If you hit him while he's flexing on you and walking towards you, he actually becomes invincible for a slight amount of the time. On his way down, he loses the invulnerability, but he does have a hitbox, right? So he can hit you on the way down, and that can take away the webs from Cagliostro, and that would cause things to change if Cag is whiffing a button into it and then gets counter hit on it. And, then you get the side switch and you can completely change everything going on. Because like we mentioned previously in the matchup that we saw before the break, Cagliostro's wake-up options aren't the strongest in the game outside of system mechanics, right? She can use the system mechanics well. She has access to the system mechanics like everybody else. Go figure. But whether or not, that's enough to stop Belial pressure on wake-up is a whole different story.
Right. We saw the most success was... what was it? Prado waking up with a crouching light, right? That was the answer that actually won the round. All that was needed was just to kind of avoid that. Corn just needed to back off a little bit, but mistimed.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was a mistiming situation, right? Because that looks like one of those setups where the opponent is meant to press a button there so they get bodied by a big old counter hit, but it ended up not happening. Maybe just press the button a little late. I'm not sure.
So what we're gonna do is we're about to get into the losers finals right now, and we just want to remind everybody that this is a 2 out of 3 set for losers finals. So you gotta be perfectly on point. Only the grand finals here is 3 out of 5.
You gotta win the privilege.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you gotta win the privilege. You gotta earn the right. So there we go. It should be starting any moment now.
Yeah, so we are expecting to see that matchup again, right? Most likely. But earlier you mentioned this, Mike. There's always an asterisk, right? Yes. People in Granblue have come up with secondaries to deal with matchups. Not gonna see it here, but you always got to keep that in mind. Because, I mean, hey, you know, it might not be this match, but maybe next game?
Yeah. But you also said that you wouldn't allow Bisu to change characters. Is that right?
No, we can't allow this.
Sure.
Bisu,
Right,
this is the I gotta see Bisu Lyle always.
Nice glasses.
Oh yes.
Let the-
It's so
let the
funny
shows
too because
rock.
his weapons are the glasses. His weapons are not like an actual like he doesn't get like claws on his fist or nothing. He doesn't get none of that stuff.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Yeah, here we go. First game, losers finals. Bisu versus Prado.
I want to remind you that. Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry. 2 out of 3.
Yep, 2 out of 3. And oh, but already a big anti-air, and that was something we saw in the previous set versus Cornstar, right? We may be looking at a different player, but one thing that Prado was strong at is Prado is not a Goomba. Prado will not get caught, not anti-air.
Oh my god. Like the confidence in that.
Yeah, just waited it out right there. Didn't try to go for the super optimal 2H punish while Lyle was still in the air. Because there's no reason to, you know, you keep it simple, you just get it done.
And Prado opted not to give Daddy some sugar. Is that right?
That is correct. Prado was not trying to fall into the web of lies.
That's right.
Ooh, whip punish with Asmodeus, the medium version, then catching the throw tag. Oh, but they're dropping the combo. That's way less damage than it could have been, but might not matter. This could be death. Oh, dropping the skybound. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter.
A lot of pressure, like 4 lights in a row. Gotta guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, what we saw from previous matches, ES Masago, the command grab was running amok after a couple of those lights previously, right? So maybe Prado is still a little bit conditioned from the previous set.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and here it is. This is that situation we were talking about before the match. What do you do here?
Yeah. Take the bait.
Oh, yeah, and okay, you'll notice Prado right there did a forward there was specifically trying to get caught into the webs so that it would have been a full combo side switch, right? But the webs ran out right that moment.
Ooh! Oh no. Slightly off time. A little too early on that spot.
Yeah, I agree. But not gonna matter because you're in the corner, so that's a full combo right there. And Bisu, 2-1 in rounds, is gonna take the first game. I'm glad they picked Paradise Lost as the song. Very happy about that. That song gets me going. It makes me feel real powerful. So like, yeah, it must be the same for them.
Yeah, I mean, Granblue's OST is no joke.
Oh yes. Oh yes, agreed. Now, we're taking some time here. Maybe getting some water. Maybe Okay.
That's right. Yeah, you got to think about it. You know, control your nerves sometimes. You know, in the high pressure situations, your hands could be shaking.
I mean, especially when this is to qualify, right? So like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta bring it all out. Oh no, big whip punish right there. Yeah, that's gonna change things because again, you gotta deal, with the pressure. But back into sweep. Ooh, fake the. I like that. Wow, so Prado actually went for the goated throw attack right there, which is using universal overhead to throw tag. But Bisu was actually attempting to stop a regular throw attack simultaneously. And now you gotta worry about chip damage here.
Yeah. Oh, nice guest spot. Oh, wake up light.
The meaty was mistimed ever so slightly, unfortunately.
Battle 2.
Okay, yeah, was able to cross over to get through and got the 5H. Yeah, that's a full corner carry on there. There's give Daddy some sugar. Tried it twice. I love it with Cagliostro's walk forward too.
Yeah.
It looks so funny. I knew that as a gift for sure. Oh yeah, got through the dragon punch right there.
Wait a
Teleport.
minute.
A little too far away to get the full confirm though. Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I like the use of rush to be able to get the full conversion and actually kill, because if it was the farm medium into EX, that would not have killed.
Talking about that sweep, right?
Yeah, that's just one of the best sweeps in the game, straight up. He's got them long dancers like Mike.
Yeah, I see. Ooh, dang, that's a lot of range on that too.
Ooh, and using the back shift right there, yeah. I like the use I like the use of system mechanics from Prado. You know, Prado's really bringing them all out to full effectiveness. Wow! The full effectiveness of a hard read, because that dodge was something Prado had done previously, and Bisu scouted it beautifully. Bisu gonna take it over Prado 2-0.
Oh my goodness. That was, I was not expecting Bisu to come out that strong, especially the way Prado handled Cornstar earlier. I thought it was going to give Bisu a little bit more problems, but nonetheless, Bisu, absolutely outstanding gameplay, has now made it into the grand finals versus Apple. We're going to see that Zoe, that run back. We're going to see some Zoe versus Blau here. For all the Cagliostro fans out there, sorry to see Prado go that way. You know, they tried their best, but I think we have enough Cagliostros that qualified so far. So, but very, 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 very good stuff to Prado. But now, as we move on to the grand finals, this is a 3 out of 5 set. Apple versus Bisu. We saw, you know, again, even when they played the first time around in the winners, it wasn't like destruction. I think it was, you know, it's kind of a
the second game was a lot worse. The first game was real close though.
Yeah, first game was close. Second game, I think Prado ended it with a perfect. I mean, sorry, Apple ended it with a perfect 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I have confirmed something by checking the bracket as well.
Okay.
Apple has not lost a single game. Apple's 2-0 through the whole bracket. I just want to throw that out there. I just got to throw that out. It's very important.
That is somebody that uses
guard user. How did I know you were about to say it? How did I know?
Dang. Oh no, you're in my head. You got that top player mentality. That's good. I like that. Okay.
Using the guard button.
Yeah, you blocked my DP. That's pretty good. Oh man, very good. All right, now I know I'll never underestimate you ever again. There's levels to this. Your confidence level is just too high. So everybody that is watching this, you know, we got Apple. Apple, as Ebonic Plague has mentioned, has not dropped a single game. Playing perfect. So for all of the Apple fans in there, show your support. If you are rooting for Bisu, you're gonna have to what is it? Focus all your energy. Focus all
your energy, planet.
Yeah. You're
wonder what that's from.
Saying? Say what now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's got to be a Skybound art or something, right? One of Vasaraga's moves.
So it the closest move to the one that we are alluding to would be Chaos Legion from Beelzebub. So.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right. So that's all. Yeah. Channel your inner Beelzebub right there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very good.
Give all your energy to the bad guy.
Yeah.
to the villain.
That's right. Villain needs it sometimes. All right, we're going to get underway with this. As soon as the players are ready, we can start the grand finals. It is going to be 3 out of 5, and Bisu is going to have to win 2 sets, although what we saw in that last round, Bisu was looking very, very strong.
Yeah. Bisu definitely had a dominance and confidence about him throughout that previous set for sure. That actually, I would say we saw at the very beginning of the first set with Apple, or the first game with Apple, but not during that second game. That second game, it felt like Apple had just figured out what the game plan of Bisu was, and just picked it apart like it was nothing, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because at the very beginning, we saw with Bisu versus Apple, what we saw was trying to shut down the dragon, right? And then Apple was just like, okay, so I just won't use that, and I'll just play the rest of the game.
That's right. There we go. Both of these players trying to get their characters qualified, right?
Yeah, these would either one would be the first. Actually, I didn't think about that. We were getting a new character qualified no matter what. Good call, Mike.
That's right. There we go.
Ooh, got the low right there. Yeah, Bisu tried to press in attempts to be able to get out of this corner situation, but now, Learn touching the Dragon Punch, making Bisu a little bit more afraid to use Dragon Punch on Wake Up. Ooh, yeah, faking the media, I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so what happened right there is Bisu actually did Universal Overhead. Bisu did bait the throw, but it was too late. And it was before Belial was airborne on it. Because there is a small amount of time before that move is active that you were not airborne. The only reason I know this is because I heard the sound cue. The sound cue came before the actual move itself.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I thought you were guessing. All right.
No.
I was like, what was the indicator there? Okay, thank you. Of course, I'm not. You know, never question.
If I didn't have that indicator, I would have just been like, yo, Apple, crazy throw, good job. You know, that's all I would have thought.
Gotcha.
Ooh, trying to give Daddy some sugar. I saw that animation.
Nobody giving Daddy sugar today.
Yeah, Bisu, going for the grappler special. You know, you mentioned that previously. Is maybe you got to throw caution to the wind and become a grappler. Right? Oh!
Oh, I love that. We got hyped before we saw anything come out. Just the footwork.
Let me see a two-step.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my god. Hey.
I lost. I'm sorry. I'm gonna compose myself. I'm a professional. You know, you feel me?
That was outstanding footwork.
At first, it felt like Apple was not gonna bite on it either because Apple didn't do anything on the first one.
But I think it's safe to say at that point, everybody bit.
Hey, you got mind crushed. You absolutely got mind crushed.
Yep.
The meteor right there. You know, Bisu has been going for a lot of throws right there, so I can understand why he just ran up into light, right? Because light seems like something like right. Oh, that full conversion. That's a lot of damage. Like that is. Oh, good lord.
Bisu's playing crazy.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it previously. There was a level of confidence and just straight up dominance that we did not see previously. Chip Guts, I think, is gone. I think Chip Guts might be gone. Yeah. No, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Bisu taking that first game. I don't know. How much brain power does Bisu have left? Because I think Bisu used a lot. You know, he used a lot in that first game. I'll be impressed if he can maintain that level of play throughout the rest of the set.
This is what happens when Bisu uses 80% of his brain.
I see. Okay, got you. So not even in his final form. I got you.
Ooh, yeah, I tried to use the jumping unique to be able to get away from an anti-air, but luckily for Apple, or maybe I shouldn't say luckily, because you know that was set up by Apple in the first place.
Right.
It had used Learn the dragon to be able to cover multiple options simultaneously.
Oh wow, that's quite just tapping into the. Oh no.
Oh yeah, okay, and there is one of the hardest parts about having to fight Dragon with that move is that because you lose the invincibility on the way down, the second laser beam will catch.
Yeah. And now will it catch if it fires at other angles? Because I noticed that one was like.
If you do just the one that's like.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
There's only two laser options, right? One is like an explosion and it's only single hit. And the other one is that laser right there, where it kind of does a regular laser and then hit scans the rest of the screen.
That's right. Rookie mistake there.
Yep, Asmodeus not punishable. Still hasn't been punishable.
Yeah.
Oh! Sweep to catch the walk forward. You know that is one of the better options to deal with what is colloquially called the Granblue zone, right?
Yeah, I love that.
The sweep will catch somebody trying to shimmy you, walking back and forth, right? So it can be a really good option when your back is to the corner. You obviously got to know the player tendencies, otherwise you're about to get counter hit. But it can be really good. Oh, yep, nice. Great anti-air. Could get a full conversion, but Apple right there messed up the dash by inputting it too fast, right? So you got it before you were able to actually dash, and so you weren't able to combo off it. Oh, God, the chip! I think there's still chip cut. Oh, Bisu!
No,
that had to have been a straight buffer. That had to have been a straight buffer. Like, or desperation, you could also be right. Yeah.
Believe in victory.
But this one is 3 out of 5, so we're in, it seems like we're in it for the long haul because that one was close too.
So. Yeah, I can see a reset happening.
Well, could they be baiting us again, right? Because resets are incredibly rare in the Granblue versus Community League for sure. Yeah, see, there's that other option from the Dragon. Those are the only two that the Dragon has access to.
Okay. Oh, nice block station.
hard knockdown here. The safe jump, catching the jump out right there. Yeah. Whoa! Yo, the cojones.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. Trying to set up that shitty situation again, but there is the sweep. You see the range on that point?
Oh, my God. Yo. This is insane.
That is the power. That is the power of the long stance with legs. That's how it is.
Just
Hey, tried the fuzzy right there. The Dragon Punch came out but didn't punish. That was the first fuzzy we saw versus in this set. Because last time, you remember, Bisu blocked the first one but died to the second one.
yeah.
Yeah, that worked out for Apple in the winner's set, but not here in Grands. Okay, plus frames on this one. Ooh, yes,
nice
Sago
jump.
actually gets reacted.
Yeah. There it is.
Just nice and safe pressure. Wow, as soon as I say nice and safe, Bisu just jumped.
Yeah.
Okay, using that guard button.
Oh,
no.
again?
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, is guard using the grappler now?
Oh, no.
Oh, the chip. Yeah, you can get chipped. Yeah. That was really smart for Apple to guard string directly into Thunder because then that just sets up a safe situation where you can take away that chip gut and then just finish it off.
Nice punish.
Conversion as well. That's max distance too. That's why you only get the one crouching light. Oh, caught the crossover with the Dragon Punch. Yes,
no,
gets
twice
jumped again and punished. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Apple was a little bit too upset about the previous time that she got command grab. She's like, never again.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good to get command grab.
Plus frames here. Was maybe looking for Skybound art because Apple is known for, you know, busting out like that.
Bisu is really happy with his footwork.
Oh no, but is that gonna come back to haunt Bisu though? The Dragon Punch out! Okay, breathe.
Wow.
Breathe.
Wow. Bisu taking this third game here is now up 2-1 in this grand final. Still in the loser's bracket though. Needs this next game to reset it. Not going to take a little more time there. Okay.
Well, I mean, Bisu already did what was unthinkable so far in the bracket, right? And that was taking a game off of Apple because Apple
That's
had not
true.
lost
You're right.
one up until this point.
You're right. And here we are with 2 games now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, possible reset here.
Yeah.
But, okay, this is what we were talking about earlier. The grapple is starting to come in for Apple.
Yeah.
The game plan is changing.
I mean, sometimes. Oh no!
Oh, no
I'll tell
sugar
you
for
what,
you.
Yeah, I mean, Daddy's been looking for sugar all set and hasn't been successful with it.
You are not my neighbor. You cannot borrow a cup. Get out of my face.
So in this situation then would that move not be the best answer here in this matchup?
I think it's one of those moves that you have to use in very specific situations, right? Because like when the laser is already out, right? And Apple has not put you into a guard string. You know, positions where it is guaranteed. I should say.
I got you.
But even then, it's like, even when it's guaranteed, is that still the best option at that point? That's the hard part.
Yeah. Yeah, I only asked because when I've seen it, you know, it's been punished or, you know, Apple's just been a step ahead and doesn't open the door. So Bisu comes knocking.
It's that Belial asking for sugar again. Oh! There is a gap between the two attacks. That Gamera is going to put that into a check situation. Not a lot of life. Anything will kill here. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We are now 2-2 here. Tournament point versus reset point.
And don't feel bad right there, Bisu. I held up as well. Oh, wow. Straight rush into the rematch. This is... Oh, my gosh.
Bisu's ready to scrap. Apple is ready to win. Like,
yeah, that's right. Yep. You're right.
Oh, man. Yeah, look at the distance. The spacing game here from Apple.
She is not playing around right now. She wants this qualifier position so bad.
Yeah, Bisu might need to become the guard here, is all I'm saying.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I like that. Okay. Confident.
Throw again. Oh, no. Ready for the matchup. Okay. Yeah, that was not the EX version, so it's not the plus frames, but oh, the strike. And there it is, got caught by Learn. Because remember, this comes up only every so often in high level play. It's very rare when you get to high level. There is run recovery. When you stop, you are vulnerable to attacks. You have to cancel into like a dodge or something, right?
Yeah. I like that. It's fair. Oh my god. Apple now, this is looking very similar to when they were at winners. Winners finals here.
Yeah, and you can tell Apple smells blood in the water. That's why that movie overdrive setup came up, right? Apple just wants to finish it off right now. And Apple does with a perfect as well.
Again, this was deja vu all over again. Apple, everybody, congratulations to Apple is the final qualifier here in the Granblue Community League. This is insane. We have made it all the way to the end. We got our first Zoe. Congratulations to Apple. She will be joining Wavy for the NA East qualifiers. Oh my goodness. That was insane. Yeah. Bisu, I think Bisu, that first game, I still want to go out on a limb. I would love to know how Bisu feels about it, but I think just observing it looked like Bisu used so much brain power. You said it was roughly close to 80%. Maybe that's, I don't know. It was just, it was kind of, played so well, but no, Apple was just too on point. Apple woke up. I think that's all it took.
Clearly Apple was using 100% of the brain power because that was just a bit too much for Bisu to handle for sure. Apple, excellent spacing in the Granblue zone, right?
Yeah.
Strong setup at all times on every knockdown. It was one of those things where Bisu was getting to the point where Bisu was a little antsy on defense and was pressing buttons too often, getting counter hit quite a bit, right? So it's just super, super strong setup.
Yeah, that was outstanding play. If we can pull up that bracket again just to kind of take a look at what we have witnessed for the day. Again, like you said, Apple did not drop a single game until the grand finals. Bisu taking 2 games off of her, and then I think, that just kind of like woke her up. She realized that she was immortal, and had to, had to step it up. But nonetheless, great stuff to everybody, and thank you so much. Thank you everybody for watching and competing in this. Don't go anywhere yet. We're going to see if we can grab Apple and talk to her about, their performance and how they did. But just gonna take a moment right there. This is we've come a long way. We've gone full circle, everybody. We've been doing this for half a year now, and we have now.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Yeah. We've been having, holding these qualifiers, trying to go around, and literally the purpose is to find, some of the best players around the world, and from each region, and get them to square off, amongst each other to see, for friendly competition, and of course bragging rights. You can be humble with it. Of course, I myself would never be. I gotta let everybody know.
You're so humble, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
You're so humble, Mike.
But so now we're approaching the end. After this, for you that are watching, we're going to be taking a break for 2022. We want everybody to enjoy their holiday season, and when we come back in 2023, starting on January 7th, we are going to be going every weekend. There is going to be regional finals for X region. I believe on the 7th, we are going to be going to Asia to figure out who's the best amongst the top 8 there. And then on the 14th, the following weekend, this is all in January, we're going to Europe to see who's the best in the top 8 there. And then on the 21st, that'll be our last regional finals, which will be the North American finals. And again, you've already witnessed one player right now, Apple. We will see how Apple fares against 7 of the other best in North America. It's going to be crazy. Again, go ahead.
Speaking of the other 7 in North America, I'd just like to call out who's qualified so far, personally.
Please do.
In NA North, we have Skyfarer Matera and BG Callisto Catalina. NA South, Senpai Spider Matera versus Diver, who is Uno 6, multiple characters on this one. I'm gonna give it to Uno though, because that did win the qualifier, right?
That's right.
NA East, we now have our 2 qualifiers for this one. It is Wavy, Cagliostro, and Apple Zoe. NA West, Zombie Moo.
That's right.
Cagliostro, and Shuabu 6. And I'm just gonna say it for the one time. Suarez. It's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna say it.
It's not gonna happen.
But I'm gonna say it,
yeah.
though.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, there's going to be, you know, killers all around. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm super excited. I can't wait. Again, you know, that's going to kick off starting on January 7th, going to Asia first. And then every weekend after that, we're going to be doing top 8 Granblue. All the heaviest of hitters. This is what everybody's been working for so far. Yeah, there's going to be some cool stuff. But again, unfortunately, we're done giving away the exclusive in-game skins. As I said, just a reminder, I know some more people are going to see this now. Please do not harass Ebonic Plague or myself asking for skins.
You know, over. You can hit me up. I'm just going to ignore your ass. That's all.
Right, yeah. That's right. He's going to leave you on red. So,
you should have been there. You should have been there. You had time.
That's right. So, all right. Right now, we're just going to take a quick second. We're going to try to find out if we can grab that interview.
Yeah.
If we can, if anybody in the chat has some questions they would like to ask Apple, please leave them in the chat, and maybe we'll be able to ask her if she's going to be around.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I know everybody wants to ask the same question. Why are you so ridiculous? I understand.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, it's an important question.
How were you so godlike?
Yes. How and why? So just give us a minute here. I think what we can do is could we maybe take a 1-2 minute break real quick? Is that possible?
All right.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, we're gonna go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to see if Apple's setup is configured and if she'll be able to join us. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.